All right, welcome back to Sold Out Podcast, episode 3. Took a week off with all the turmoil going around in the city. I actually live pretty close to the incident that happened last week. I don't really want to speak on it too much. I know there's still a lot going on, but thoughts and well wishes to everybody involved in the tragedy that happened in Philly last week. But we're going to move on to some lighthearted topics this week. Number one, my Eagles is in the Super Bowl. This ain't a sports podcast, so I'll keep all of my opinions to myself on that. But I do want to touch on Kendrick Super Bowl predictions, his Super Bowl performance predictions. After seeing what he did in LA a few years ago, there's no doubt in my mind that there's going to be a lot of set design and body movement. I do not expect him to just get up there and start rapping with a mic or just rapping with a bunch of his homies behind him or some hype man shit. I don't feel like that's going to happen. Just from him doing, Mad City a couple years ago with Dre, you can tell what type time he going to be on. And I expect it to be crazy choreography, probably an outfit change or two. I really expect him to really get his shit off. Maybe a hot take, probably not. I do think he gonna have some sort of sneak diss to Drake up there. Maybe not even a sneak diss. He might have like an owl in a cage like he did for his music video or something like that. I think he playing on stepping on homie grave at the Super Bowl. We all know Not Like Us is coming on. It's probably gonna come on some like HBCU drumline shit. They're gonna go crazy. We're going to see TikToks of mad people watching it and going crazy at home and the support. And, it's great to see an artist like Kendrick get this spotlight. Somebody who, when he drops, he's kind of like almost a pigeonhole for what he's doing. All his albums are conceptual. All of them have a distinct sound that most likely isn't popular at the time that he's dropping. He's either trying to create his own wave or he's retroing some shit or whatever the case may be. So the fact that he's this mainstream really is just off of talent, critical acclaim, cosigns from OGs and all of that. So like seeing him really get this opportunity is crazy. I mean, how many rappers have we really seen at the Super Bowl? You can count Dre and all of them as one collective that was one Super Bowl. Other than that, it's Pop X, Rock X. You know what I mean? Like, this is a huge win for hip hop. Kendrick been on probably the best year in hip hop history. We can go back as far as you want. If we're gonna go from 12 months to 12 months, he's been on the best run since his beef with Drake last spring till now. This has been the best run in hip hop history, and it's really good to see him outside. Like, I'm not a fan of that whole crawl back in your shell shit. Like, we in the age of content, we all consuming content, and we consuming it rapidly fast. So we want to hear from you, bro. Like, yeah, you don't want to water your shit down, but as deep as his albums are, I know that hearing him speak or seeing his face a little more, there's so much more that we could be getting from him. So I really think this is a great step forward for us as fans of hip hop to hear from somebody like Kendrick. He's got a crazy outlook on life, very unique perspective, and I really think he's going to tear the Super Bowl down. I'm not going to go out there and say it's going to be the best one of all time. He got some heavy hitters he's going up against. That Prince one in Miami, crazy. I don't think we ever going to see nothing like that again. Beyonce had a couple good Johns. So, like, he got his work cut out for him if you want to be up there with that. But, again, this is just a huge win for hip-hop, period. On to new music. So, The Weeknd dropped the album. I'm in love with the production on this album. As a beat maker myself and as an engineer, this album is mixed and produced beautifully. It's definitely inspiring. It's probably top 3 in my rotation right now. I toss that album on because the tracks kind of loop seamlessly, like they play into each other. You turn it on, and when you look up, you already on track 11 and 12. You didn't even realize that the song changed. Some people might, it's basic or whatever. Some people that might really work on. Mike Dean and Metro and all the producers that were on this album snap. Metro doing all of the synths and instruments that are playing throughout this song and all the crazy soundscapes and how it's mixed down. Crazy. I definitely would recommend y'all going and giving that a few listens. Not one, but give it a few listens. My favorite track off of there is the one with Future. There's a soul sample playing through the whole song, and Mike Dean is snapping on the synths. Like, he's a gear nerd. So some of these sounds and synthesizers and some of these soundscapes that he's able to put together, like you just don't hear them. You can't identify them. I can't tell you what VST that's from or what beat pack he got that from. You just can't, because he's got so much custom gear and vintage gear and boutique equipment that it's like, you really, when you get a producer like him, you really hiring him for that sound. For this week, I want to start something called Song of the Week. Now, this is not going to be necessarily industry songs or people that are already popping or in the industry. These are songs that I have specifically worked on, whether it be mixing, engineering, just recording, making the beat, features, whatever it is. Just some things I would like to just, share experiences in the music scene in the city with y'all and let y'all know what's been going on. So this week I want to shed a spotlight on one of my closest artists, Trippy. Shout out Jersey. I did his whole last project, and I produced it, mixed it, recorded it, mastered it, the whole nine. I did his entire project, every beat, everything. My favorite song off of this project, the project's titled The Pain We Need. It's an acronym. So you go look for Trippy, replace the I with an X, and it's The Pain We Need. My favorite song off of there is The Right Wrongs. Trippy is, to me, one of the best storytellers that I've worked with. Not only does he tell a story on every single song he does and paint a visual for you and put you in a visual space with his lyrics, but he does it on some Jersey punchline battle rap shit. And to me, that's a very unique thing. Everything's got a play on words or it's a punchline. He's doing something crazy, but he's telling a story with it. It just ain't lyrical miracle shit. He's telling a story with it. And I love that about him. This song, The Right Wrongs, is one of those. I snapped on the sample. Straight up snap. I went fed with this sample. So please go stream that, listen to that. I also have a feature on this project if y'all want to go and look at that. It's called Love Ain't Lovin'. Trippy also featured on my new project, Big Homie 3. Go ahead and stream that. All of these links will be in the description. We're going to keep this episode short and sweet this week. We want to keep it lighthearted. Eagles is in the Super Bowl. That's really what my main focus is going to be this weekend. I'm going to get my sessions out the way early. My clients got to get the fuck out because the Super Bowl is all I'm worried about come Sunday. So that I'm geeked. I'm probably going to be drunk as shit. I'm probably going to be on Frankfurt and Cotman if we win. So all of y'all be safe. Enjoy y'all weekend. And we out.